everybody, and welcome to the Cougar-Licious Clubhouse. Yes, it's another episode, and we have a fantastic show scheduled for you today. We have some real superstars that you're going to be meeting. But before we get going, I just want to remind you all to be able to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Remember, it doesn't cost a thing to subscribe, but then that way you'll never miss an episode as we go along. And I'd like to say thank you to our sponsor for today's show. That's Linder Healthcare Skincare. Okay, Linder Health Skincare. It's like healthcare for your skin. I mean, I've been using Linder for years now, and they are absolutely the best product that I have seen on the market. And you can go on to Linder Care, and if you do, with lindercare.com/Donna, you will get a free gift with your purchase. So be sure to do that. And thank you very much to our friends at Linder Care. And so today, like I said, we have some fantastic guests. My very first guest is our eye candy for the day. And his name is Danny Miner. And I'm sure that so many of you already know him out there. He is a podcaster, influencer, content creator. He has a spectacular background in law enforcement, and he has been, he's going to tell you all about his podcast show, but it's a crime-solving show, and we all know how much we love that stuff. He's been recognized on CNN, on Dateline, and he's got so many other credits that go to his name, and I am absolutely thrilled that Danny's with us today. So, Danny, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
You make such a good eye candy.
Thank you. I didn't know I was eye candy till I got here. Could I be eye candy in my 50s?
You could be eye candy in your 50s.
I'll take
think
that.
So, ladies. What do you think, huh? Yeah. So tell us, Danny. I believe that you're from Pennsylvania,
I'm from
correct?
Pennsylvania, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And
I was a cop there for 27 years.
27 years.
27.
Wow.
I retired 9 years ago. The last 14 years, I was a detective.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to come out to Vegas all the time, playing the World Series of Poker. So then when I retired, I thought, I'm going to move out to Vegas and be a professional poker player.
Why not?
It didn't work out. Listen, somehow gambling don't work out. Could you believe that? It's shocking.
The odds are against you.
Yes, it's shocking. So I became a content creator instead.
You figured you'd take a gamble there.
Yes,
I took probably a better gamble.
Yeah, not as much money to spend on the gamble.
Yeah, exactly. But you have so much to offer.
Thank you.
In terms of your background and your expertise and your personality.
Thank you.
It's very hard to really imagine you actually being a law enforcement person because you're so gregarious. It's phenomenal.
I get that all the time.
Yeah.
I get that. A lot of time people say, I can't believe you were a cop. And I'm like, I was. They said, you must have been I was a nice cop. Listen, if I could have settled things without making an arrest, I did it. You know, I was like the old-time cop. You go this way, you go that way. As long as you both go your separate ways, I'm on my way.
Now, that's East Coast for you.
Right. That's how it used to be.
Yeah, because I'm from the East Coast, too.
Right.
And so we kind of know that vibe.
Yeah.
You know, and of course, when you come out here, sometimes a little bit of a different vibe.
Yeah, there is a different vibe.
Yeah, but it's a very open, I think. And it's I think possibilities are greater here. You know, people have more hope, you know, here.
Yes.
And it could be because of the gambling.
Yes.
You know, people have hope when you
I kind of agree with you there. People are more likely, like when you talk about starting a business out here or something, people support you.
Yes.
We're on the East Coast, like, you're going to fail. East Coast people are blunt. You're going to fail. You're going to lose all your
crazy?
money.
Yeah. And that's a term of endearment.
Yes. Yes. I agree with you.
They're being nice to you when you're doing
that's
that.
being nice to you. Yes. That's how the East Coast is.
It's like, have a good day. Why are you giving me only one? You know what I mean? It's like...
Exactly.
So tell me, how do you go about pursuing the investigations? I mean, how do you choose?
The TikTok and stuff.
Yeah. Tell us about where are you?
This is what happened. When I moved out to Vegas, right? Again, the gambling didn't work out, okay? Usually it does. I don't think it works out for anybody, to be honest with you. If they say they're lying to you because it doesn't work out. But I get out here and I got into sales for a while, and because I have that personality for sales, and I did well in sales. But then the pandemic happened. So when the pandemic happened, we were working from home. They were cutting our salaries, and I thought to myself, you know what? I'm just going to leave this job. You want to cut my salary during the pandemic, I'm going to leave. So I was bored. I was at home. I'm retired. My daughter tells me, Dad, download TikTok, give you something to do. I didn't know what the hell TikTok was, right? So I download it. I'm scrolling through this, and I'm thinking, I got to make a video, right? So I put the camera up. I make a video. First video, community guidelines violation. I guess I cursed too much, whatever it was, and they take my video down. But I didn't give up. The next day, I do another video, Donna, and it goes viral. 100,000 views. I get 5,000 followers overnight.
Wow.
And then the Crime Solver was born.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And so do you do any research, or do you...
Yeah. I do is I try to put out, now this morning I only put out 2 videos because I was coming here. I'll put some more videos out today. But I try to do about 7 to 8 different videos a day. I put my take on different cases. And what happened when I first started on TikTok, I didn't do just true crime. I did everything. But then people started liking my true crime. That's when I went just to true crime. And that was when the Idaho murders happened, where them 4 college kids were murdered. That case blew me way up. I'm pushing 500,000 followers now. And just true crime. That's all I do now. And I do some news and stuff, but I do research the cases, and then we pick one big case every week, and we do our podcast on Thursdays.
Yeah, and I love these true crime stories. I mean, I'm always looking at 48 Hours, and Dateline and 2020. You always have these things, because you just can't believe some of the things that people do.
Yeah.
But I remember those murders, and it just intrigues you, just in terms of just studying human nature. And what causes people to respond. But you know what? I kind of called it when those murders happened. I said, there's somebody that they knew, that they, just basically rubbed against, the wrong way.
I'm going to go out there for the trial. So I'm going to report live from the trial. I'm going to do that the first week and the last week of the trial. I'm not going to, because that trial is going to be 3 months. I can't be out there for 3 months. But I'm going to go for the first week. And that's what I'm starting to gear my podcast to, my TikTok, where I'm going to start going to these different places, reporting from the different places.
Smart. That's really smart. So you'd be like, on the scene, Danny Miner. And what is the name of your podcast again?
It's the Minor Details.
Minor Details.
The Minor Details, yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
And so you got to put the in there. It won't come up. But we're on everything. We got a 5-star rating on Apple. We're 4.23 or something like that on Spotify.
And what do you now? You have like over 400,000 followers now?
421,000 on TikTok.
Congratulations.
And I have, I probably hit 60,000 on Instagram right now. So I look at it this way, I have 500,000 followers.
Yeah, you do.
So, I mean, it's unbelievable. I was a small town cop, and it's unbelievable what this TikTok's done for me. I was on Cyber Sleuths with the Idaho killings. There was 3 episodes. I was on all 3 episodes on Paramount Plus. I got some other things that I can't even talk about in the works. But, I mean, it's just... TikTok's done wonders for me. I've been on Dateline, CNN. I can't even think of how many different news stations I've been on.
And again, like I said, I think it's part of your credentials along with your personality that just makes you a magnet for this. It just makes you real natural for this. And I understand, like, most of your audience members are female.
Yeah.
Is that right?
70% of my audience members are female.
Well, yeah, I can understand that, because a lot of, there's women out there, when they meet a guy, they have these little boxes now they check, and they go, does he say this? Does he do this?
Yes.
And looking for little indicators, you just can't be too careful.
And then I go live after my podcast on TikTok, and we bring like people up. We'll have like 7 or 8. We'll talk about different cases. Most of the people there are women. Women are into true crime. They really are. I mean, that, like I said, if it wasn't for women, I wouldn't even be popular on TikTok because they love true crime. They really do.
And he's also a little eye candy too, right, ladies? Come on. Because we all know what Cougar-Licious stands for. And I think I started to tell you this. Now, Cougar-Licious is actually a term that I developed that describes a woman as a woman who stands in her own power, celebrates the divine diva, and enjoys a little eye candy.
Hey, all right.
And what's wrong with that, ladies, right? So you could watch episodes of your favorite crime episode, and you have Danny Miner delivering it to you.
Yeah.
It's just absolutely fantastic. Is there anything else? So tell us a little bit more about where we can find you.
Okay. What I do is we stream to YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. We're going to start streaming to Twitch, X. the more places you can get out there, the more followers you're going to get. We're about 7 episodes in. Me and my co-host is Pete Pitts. He's from The Walking Dead. He was on season 7, 8. He's been in 107 movies and TV shows. He's a great co-host. And you got me with the police background, and you got him with the citizen background. How citizens feel, how your fellow citizens feel about the crime.
Well, if you want a female perspective on that,
I told you I'm going to bring you a guest on. Definitely,
I would love to be on.
And we do our podcast for an hour, and we take live questions too.
Oh wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah. So we take live questions, and it's good because people want to hear it. They're into this crime. I mean, they really are. Like, I turn it on, there's people waiting for our podcast, so it's great.
Fantastic. Yeah. Well, I'm going to look forward to that, Danny. I'm going to hold you to it. So it's the minor details.
The minor details. On TikTok, I'm the crime solver.
I'm sorry?
I'm the crime solver on TikTok, though.
You're the crime solver on TikTok.
Yeah, it's at the crime solver.
So remember, if you on TikTok, it's the crime solver. If you're going to Instagram, Facebook,
I'm Danny Miner on there.
Danny Miner, the minor details.
And we stream to all my platforms.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so you can't miss it.
You can't miss this guy. You just can't miss him. He's just like all over the place.
I know. Somebody said that to me the other day. They're like, every time we scroll, it's you. I'm sick of seeing you. Now listen. All the love I get, there's a lot of hate in it too.
Well,
you know how it is. People don't agree with you, so I get a lot of hate too.
Of course. Well, people do have their opinions.
Yes.
And you know what they say about opinions.
Yes, I know.
We're going to stay clean on that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, Danny.
No problem at all.
I'm going to move into our next little segment
yes.
here. But I'm sorry.
She's not there.
She's not there? Okay, we're not there. So I'm going to do another little commercial break as we wait for Cherie to get together.
She's on now.
Oh,
Okay,
she is?
there she
Oh,
is.
okay. So I'm not going to. But anyway, my little commercial break, thanks to our sponsor, Linder Health Skincare. Check them out. You will not regret it. It's like healthcare for your skin. Okay, so we're going to go now. We're going to do Zoom. Here she is. Fabulous lady. Absolutely. Hello, Cherie. This is Cherie Chiles-Buchanan. She is the executive producer for Keenan Presents, Laugh, Vote, and Repeat, and multiple other shows that are also produced through the Kenan Thompson company. And I'm just thrilled to have her here. She has been so gracious. She has had me on her shows here at the Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club. And we have the Laugh, Vote, and Repeat show that we do at 4 o'clock on Thursdays and Fridays down at Jimmy Kimmel's. But I'm going to turn this over because this is a fabulous lady that we have, and I'm absolutely thrilled to have you on, Cherie. Thank you so much, Cherie Chiles-Buchanan.
Thank you for having me, Donna. I'm excited to be here.
Yes. Cherie, tell us a little bit about, you have such a fantastic story. You have been doing so much for comedians, throughout the country, and you've got so many different shows and activities. I just really want to turn this over to you to give us a little bit of background as to how this all started and, where you're going with this, because you are on a track. You are a mover shaker. You are one of the people we bow to in this industry. So please tell us. You are from where?
Listen, thank you. Thank you so much. I am born and raised in Chicago. I've lived in Atlanta for almost 18 years now with my family. But the story about how we started with Kenan Presents, Kenan Thompson is my business partner of 15 years. We've been friends for over 20 years. And back in 2009, I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. There was a recession going on. I'm a real estate broker by profession, been a real estate broker for 27 years. And I decided to reach out to some of my famous friends, including Kenan. And I said, listen, I would love to do an interview with you and share it on my YouTube channel. He said, well, why don't you come to SNL and we can do something there? And I was like, oh yeah, I've been a fan my entire life. I've been watching SNL forever. And they just celebrated 50 years. Give it up for that, and give it up for Keenan for being the longest running cast member on SNL.
Love Keenan.
But then, so in 2010 is when I actually went there, and I met with him, and I did an interview with him. I met amazing people. I had dinner with Robert De Niro, who's still on my Facebook page as my Facebook profile picture. And I ran into the legend, one of my favorite people of all times, Robin Williams, was in the hallway at SNL, and he stopped me, and we had a great conversation. I told him that I wanted to do something with comedians. I said, listen, me being here, I'm meeting all of these amazing people, but I'm not a stand-up comic and I'm not an actor. I think this would be great for people who are looking to pursue this career if we could bring them back here. And he loved the idea. He said he wanted to help me and Keenan, do these showcases across the country. But we, of course, never got a chance to work together. Rest in paradise, Robin. But it also put something under me and Keenan, a little more drive under us to continue this. And so we started doing showcases in major cities, the Laugh Factories, the Improvs, the Funny Bones, the Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club, which we've been doing shows there since 2018 or 19. And it's just developed. So we do everything from showcases for rising stars, as well as those who are well established in the industry, comedy festivals, as well as showcases and competitions. And we've helped a lot of comedians climb the ladder and get to the top. And we're just continuing to do that.
Yeah, you are such an inspiration. And actually that's how we met. I actually was in one of the comedy festivals over at Jimmy Kimmel's. And, some of the local comics here, they just kept saying, oh, Donna, you should do a festival. And I was going like, oh, no, that's fine. I'm just retired, just having some fun. But I said, no, you should do it. And, I have really received nothing but support and love and encouragement, and like I said, I'm absolutely thrilled to be working with you on this project with the Laugh, Vote, and Repeat over at Jimmy's. It's just like I pinch myself. I pinch myself, not my microphone. every time I do. So what else do you have in the works? Because I know you have clubs in Atlanta, in Chicago, Vegas, Los Angeles. You're just starting up on that as well. So can you tell us a little bit about that? And
well, we started off for probably we've been doing this again 15 years. I think the first 12 years we would only do shows seasonally. We would do shows between March and May, and we would do them in the major cities: Chicago, Atlanta, Vegas, LA, New York, Miami. And then we would find a few comedians and we would take them to SNL for an amazing experience, because, by the way, we've been taking comedians to SNL for 15 years too. They get to go, they get to see the see the show live, they get to come backstage, rub elbows with the cast, the crew, meet people. They go to the world famous SNL after party. It's just something that we wanted to teach them, that if you can see it, you can believe it, you can dream it, you can be it. And of course, to make those connections and to be in that room is priceless. So we're continuing to do that. I'm going to take another group of comedians to SNL on May 3rd of this year. And we're also, as you said, we're expanding and doing more shows. Now, some of the shows are going to be showcases where comedians have to perform to let us know that they're ready to go to the next level, and then they will be placed on stages like the Kimmel stage or Flappers, which we're doing monthly in LA now. Kimmel's, we have a weekly show there that we've been doing since August. We have 2 shows every week, and now they're on Thursdays and Fridays at 4 p.m. So comedians like yourself who have done well, you get to come and do the stage more than one time. And we know that exposure is key to you growing your career.
Absolutely.
Going to the next level.
Absolutely. And, much gratitude to you for all of those opportunities. And look at the personality, Danny.
Oh, I know, it's great.
She has
Yes.
too. I mean, so vibrant. I mean, I don't understand why you would think that, oh, no, you're not an actor, or you're not, a person. You have such a vibrant, vivacious energy about you. I mean, this is what I'm saying. This is what makes it such an electrifying show today. I've got 2 superstars. And it's just absolutely overwhelming me. It's just crazy. But I just love you.
Yes, Danny, you're amazing too. And I've been following you, and I can see why the women are following you for a few different reasons. You know, I'm a married woman, but you see, I've got on my Cougar-Licious animal print shirt. You know.
Oh, Cherie is super Cougar-Licious. Yes.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I really do. I appreciate that.
Actually, you know what I'm thinking about doing is I'm thinking about doing a Cougar-Licious eye candy award. You know, like after a couple, maybe every quarter or something, bring back, you know, and have our viewers vote, you know, as to who's their favorite eye candy. What do you think about that?
It's a good idea.
You think that's a good idea?
I think that's
a great idea.
Yeah, so
I think that would be cool.
So listeners out there, you make sure that you subscribe so that you can keep watching the shows, and we can start taking those little vote tallies like that, you know, and that would be super, super fun. Is there anything else, Cherie, that you want to tell us about? I mean,
well,
what?
So kind of like Danny, you know, we've got a lot of irons in the fire. Just today, I just got off of a really great call with Keenan and some Hollywood producers about some big projects that we're working on. So I'm going to have to come back and do the show too. And I want to be in studio next time.
Yes, I know. Well, you know, the magic of this studio is fantastic. It was like, oh, stuck in traffic? No problem. We can Zoom. And we put that together like in about 2 minutes. I mean, Rick Manning, who's the owner here, is just fantastic. Very easy to work with. Yes. Cherie, thank you so much for being on the show. Thank you, Thank you,
Donna. And I'm proud of you. You keep being Cougar-Licious and keep being amazing and funny and all of this good stuff. I love the platform you're providing.
Thank you so much. And I'll see you tomorrow night, you know, down at Jimmy Kimmel's, 4 o'clock.
Absolutely.
Remember that, everybody? So see you there. Get your tickets at jimmykimmel'scomedyclub.com, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Mwah. Thank you, Cherie. Okay, well, let's see. We're back here with Danny, and what I would like to know, Danny, aside from crime, the crime element and things like this, what are the other kinds of things that you like to do?
Well, I fish.
You fish?
I fish, I kayak. I was out yesterday. I kayaked Lake Mead yesterday. It's great exercise. Now, people are starting to put motors on these kayaks, but I use the old-fashioned, you know, I'm rolling. You know what I mean? So I was out there yesterday, probably about 8 hours, just kayaking. And what I do is I kayak a little bit, I hike a little bit. Like I'll put the kayak on the side of the lake, go hike a little bit.
So you have your own kayak?
Yeah.
And you just put it on the car and just take off with it?
Just take off with it, yeah. And I love it. And I fish, and I'm at Lake Mead all the time.
I mean, are there certain styles of kayaks? I mean, are some that go faster? I mean, I know like with boats, you know, there's...
It depends. I got a fishing kayak, so mine doesn't go that fast. It balances more so I can land the fish if I catch it.
I see.
But yeah, that's what I did yesterday. That's one of my hobbies, but I'm going to be honest with you, social media is like 24/7 with me. I can't get away from it.
Well, I know. I think you posted something by Lake Mead the other day. Right?
I posted yesterday. Yeah. I was on the kayak yesterday. I did an entire video.
I'm a follower. I'm a follower.
I was surprised she's following me. You know, it's weird. This week, and I'm gonna brag a little bit, my childhood hero started following me.
Oh, really?
Sylvester Stallone started following me. I almost passed out.
Sylvester Stallone.
And listen, there's a lot of fake accounts.
Talk about eye candy.
There's a lot of fake accounts out there, so you don't know, right? If it's really him. But yep, it's his certified. He's only following 79 people. I swear to you. It says The Rock, Jelly Roll, and Danny Miner.
Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
I don't know what made him start following me, but he started following me yesterday.
Well, you're from Pennsylvania.
Yeah, and he's from Philly. Yeah. It could be. Maybe the Italian background. We kind of talk the same.
Oh, you're Italian.
Yeah, I'm Italian.
Oh.
Yeah, my last name was Minero.
Oh.
When my great-grandfather came here from Italy, they changed it in Ellis Island to Italy. Yeah, they changed it to Ellis Island to Minor. Shortened it, Americanized it.
I see. Yeah.
So.
Well, my last name, as you know, is DeGioia.
Okay.
Yeah, and when my grandparents came over, they kept the name DeGioia.
Right.
So I always say, like, it sounds like an Italian argument. The D-I-G-I, O-I-A.
Yes, exactly.
And that's what I used to do when I was a kid, you know. I used to just kind of like use your hands a lot.
And you know what? Another celebrity this week, too. I forgot to tell you. you, I love her. Jennifer Coolidge. Do you know her?
Oh, love Jennifer Coolidge.
Listen, she started liking my videos, comment. I was like, oh my gosh, like this shocks me. I mean, I understand. I have a lot of followers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But then when celebrities start following you, it's like,
now you're
it's
onto
shocking.
something.
Yeah,
Now
you're like, why would they
something.
follow me? I'm just, this local cop. That's all I was.
That's all I was. Just a little local
And now I
cop.
got Sylvester. I got Rocky follow me. You know what I mean? So
That
it's
is-
crazy.
Yeah, I'd like to have Rocky following me. That's what I have no problem
You know
with
what?
that.
He's got to be in upper 70s now, right? Would you
Yes.
say? And the guy's still in shape. He still works out every day. I mean, it's crazy.
Yes, I mean, I am an avid Rocky fan. Whenever I see any of the Rocky movies, when they used to play them on regular broadcast TV, now, of course, we have all this streaming stuff, but I would just sit there and I could not turn on the first Rocky because then the rest of my day would be gone. I'd be watching Rocky 1, Rocky 2, Rocky 3, and I remember one time I think I was on an airplane. I was on a flight going back east, and they had Rocky Balboa. It was like one of his last movies that he did, and there was just a lot of young people on the flight. And when Rocky Balboa, the movie started, you found out that Adrian died.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Right? And I went, oh, like I was just really kind of upset, you know?
Right.
And everybody's like looking at me like, what's wrong with you? But you don't understand.
It's Adrian.
It's Adrian.
Right, it's Adrian. I mean, it's Adrian. Like, to me, he's a real man. Rocky is a real person.
Absolutely.
Like, I know he's a fictional character, but in this mind, he's real.
Well, he's personified.
Yes, he's
like,
real.
It's like Marlon Brando was the Godfather.
Yes.
It was like that's as simple as
Forever.
That.
Forever.
See, we have two East Coast Italians.
Yes, I mean,
here.
that's
We
just
know.
the way it is. The Sopranos, we could have talked about that, but we're running out of time. But
I know.
We're all East Coast here.
Yeah. And look out for
Oh,
that.
by the way, excellent microphones.
Isn't this wonderful?
Yeah, I mean, this
Yes.
studio, top-notch studio.
Yeah, I just love this place, and I just love Rick Manning, who's the owner, and his wife Jen. She's fantastic. I mean, they're just absolutely wonderful people to be working with.
And you know what? We got 2 minutes. Just real quick, 30-second story. How I met you was
yes.
by accident. What I did was I filmed the movie last year. I got on a book. Yeah, I'm bragging a little bit, but believe me, you'll be like, was that Danny? But I'm in it. I swear I'm in it. But you might not see me. You might have to pause it. But I'm in with Al Pacino and Vince Vaughn.
Oh,
We filmed the
God.
movie, and your friend Bill, who's a comedian,
Bill TC.
who's a retired Las Vegas Metro cop, he asked me to come to his comedy show, and that's where I met you when you were doing the comedy show.
That's right.
So it's great. You never know.
It
You
was
know what I
kismet.
mean? How it
was
works.
just kismet. you
Yes,
know?
it was.
And it ended up being the farewell show for Steve McAnally.
Yeah.
Which Bill was going to be on the show in a couple of weeks, and I hope to have Steve McAnally as well
Right.
on the show. And it was his farewell showcase, and I really didn't even realize that. And the place was packed. It was
Right.
packed, but we had so much fun that night.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
It's a
yeah.
great show.
Yeah.
Especially a free comedy show. You got to come out. It's awesome.
Right. That's what is it called now? It's called Pork Belly, but it
Pork
was
Belly's Comedy something
yes,
or
but
something.
it was at Rick's Rollin' Smoke Barbecue.
Yeah.
On Las Vegas Boulevard.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Bill hosts the show now.
Yeah, he hosts
Yeah,
the show now.
so
And the
on-
food's good.
Yeah, on Wednesday nights it's a free show. Go on down Wednesday night. It's great barbecue. Great entertainment. Tell Bill TC we said hello. Okay, so before we go out, I just want to take a little reminder to be able to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Like, share, and subscribe, everybody, so that we can keep these shows coming, and they're going to keep getting better and better every single time. If you've noticed, I have a little Cougar-Licious cup here. I'm going to do my own little self-promo. Go on to my website at Cougar-Licious.com. And you'll find all kinds of information. We'll be running the shows also on the website, but I also have a little store and a little merchandise store. We have mugs, and we have totes, and we have wine glasses, and we have underwear. So all with the Cougar-Licious brand on it. So be sure to go on that. And by the way, all the pricing includes shipping. So, it's the free shipping. So it's all included in that. So be sure to go on to cougarlicious.com. So anyway, I think that's about it. I think we can roll out. So thank you once again, Linder Healthcare, Linder Health Skincare, and thank you, Cherie Chiles-Buchanan, and thank you, my new paisan, Danny Miner.
Thank you.
Minor Details. See you later.
Cougar-Licious, in my power I rise with every